2017, it's lit. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Also subscribe for the latest and greatest in boxing. And I gotta say, 2017 is looking like a crazy year. We're getting some crazy 50-50 type fights. Obviously, some hold more value in their weight division than others. Some are title fights, some are not. But Golden Boy Promotions, this is Golden Boy Boxing's verified account. And they just announced David Lemieux versus Curtis Stevens on Golden Boy. Let's get it. I'm excited for this fight. I think it's a good one. Middleweights who have losses, but at the same time, they both pack a punch. They're thunderous punchers. It's going down Turning Stone, where they had Lucas Matisse, Ruslan Provodnikov, and I really see someone getting knocked out in this particular fight. There should at the very least, be knockdowns. Both guys have fought Gennady Golovkin and come up short. Obviously, Curtis Stevens did better, and they've both been looking for this fight and requesting this for a while. There's a lot of internet trash talk, and David Lemieux says, I want to shut him up. I want to shut his mouth. He says he's doing all this talking, and it's been the case on social media for some time. So I've been wanting to see this. I've been requesting this particular fight, and Golden Boy delivered. So I like it. I don't think neither one of them, I don't think Lemieux or Curtis Stevens looked exceptionally well in their last fight. I watched the David Lemieux fight, his last fight. I can't even remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but it wasn't a top level contender, and he went to decision with them. You want to hopefully see guys get him out of there. Curtis Stevens, I was at his fight, his last fight on the Kovalev Ward card, and he didn't look as great versus James De La Rosa, a guy that David Lemieux was supposed to fight but missed weight. But to Stevens' credit, he had a hand injury. So, I mean, he couldn't get the knockout. He clearly won the fight. There was no like robbery or anything like that. It just, he wasn't as aggressive. But this is him advertising. And Curtis said, it's no motherfucking playing time, champ. March 11th. On HBO. It's going to be part of HBO Boxing After Dark series. I like it. Two hitters, two powerful guys. You guys can say what you want. This is Curtis Stevens' hand after the De La Rosa fight. You see it's like banged up and a lot swollen. Look at his knuckles. You can barely even make out the individual knuckles versus this hand. So I don't expect that this particular fight. And he, like I said, he knocked down James De La Rosa. He just wasn't able to finish it with hand injury and stuff. So I like the fight a lot. I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight for the middleweight division. And you also have some new people who are planning on entering the middleweight division. So that also makes it interesting. Curtis Stevens, David Lemieux winner versus Canelo. I like it. Or if Chavez Jr. beats Canelo, I want to see that. Curtis Stevens, Lemieux versus Chavez Jr. You know what I mean? Depending on whoever wins. So, Curtis Stevens has been around the block. Took a loss. Came back since the Gennady Golovkin loss. Same thing with David Lemieux. Took early losses to like Rubio. And also Yoshim Alcine. Bounced back. Switched some things in his camp and with his team. And both guys have come back. Obviously, when they stepped up against Gennady Golovkin, who is considered the best middleweight, they came up short. But that's Golovkin, you know what I'm saying? He's revered as the top level middleweight, so it is what it is. Curtis Stevens was backing Golovkin up though, so and Golovkin at one point, even though he pre-Jacobs fight, he's not really revealing. Someone asked him, who's the hardest puncher you face? And he was like, no, I don't know. But at one point he said that it was Curtis Stevens. I've seen it in an interview. Let me know if you guys like the fight. I do. David Lemieux, Curtis Stevens going down in March in New York. So Curtis Stevens should have the hometown advantage, but depending on what part of Canada you're from, you might be able to travel to that area for this particular fight. Shout out to Golden Boy for getting this one done. Let me know who wins, fight predictions, who you think. I will continue the coverage on this particular fight. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.